Hello, fellow divers, and welcome to this 9th day of our Dave the Diver adventures, where we are going today to receive a present from Otto the Fish Farm. This is where we are going to be able to collect fish and put them there and keep them. And the fish farm is going to be an important part of our strategy going forward, but for now we cannot do much with it, so we'll just get back to the boat. We have received the diving gloves, and now we are going to go through a tutorial, which I'll spare you. And after finishing our little tutorial, we are ready to go on a dive. So, a really important thing in the dive we're going to do now is that we finally have received the bug net. And the bug net allows us to do several really cool things. But the coolest of all things we can do with it is catch shrimps and cleones. And shrimps and cleones are worth a lot of gold. We're going to see a bit later exactly how much gold those are worth, because it's really interesting. But for now, what we want to do is go through our usual moves, get the buffers, get the agar. So we found a shrimp here and a Pacific seahorse. So we'll see later on how much they are worth. I'll keep the math for later. There are two locations where you can find shrimps. There's in the shallows where you can find white leg shrimp, and there is also like the deeper areas where you can find black tiger shrimps. White leg shrimps are really good. Black tiger shrimps are insanely good. They have really high value for their meat. And also, you can make some pretty good dishes with them, but it's none of our concern at the moment. And we probably actually won't make any of those dishes because there's other dishes available to us that are even better. So now we go to the black hole depths and we want to pick up cleones. Now, cleones always spawn at the same locations depending on the biome you get. And why do I go back up there? I don't know. Actually, yes, I remember. It's because I'm looking for shrimp, because I want to have more. So I'm checking the different places, the different locations where I kind of expect shrimps to appear. And you will not always find the shrimps at the same position. So for example, sometimes there's going to be some here, but this is not the case this time. Here's one right next to this canister that I missed earlier. And there's usually a shrimp or two you can find inside the shipwreck. But unfortunately this time, there's none to be found for some reason. Doesn't matter, we'll get the consolation prize with a bit of ingredients and head back out. So enough shrimp hunting for the day. We have some more stuff to attend to, and namely finding the cleones. So we have 4 cleones, and now after 4 cleones, you'll see the cleone queen come out, and you have to find a 5th cleone. Now to find it, you just move away and go back, and there's going to be one that spawns just exactly there, because that's where this specific event happened. So the game actually wants you to catch the last cleone exactly at that spot, and now it's going to be time for a cleone fight. Now this fight is not amongst the easiest. You kind of have to know what to expect and what to avoid, and you don't have to feel ashamed if you lose. One important thing to note is that if you hit the cleone on the head, you're getting crit damage, so you do twice as much damage. That's what we want to do, and that's what I'm trying to do here. I don't have the best harpoon for that, and when she kind of takes some time before she does something, it's because she's gonna spit. So in phase 1, she's just gonna spit one blob of green goo or poison. Now we got the sniper rifle, which makes this fight a lot easier. So let's get away from this and shoot her in the face. But she does have quite a bit of health, so we shoot her in the face to get the max possible damage. Now we enter phase 2, where she's going to be a bit faster, she's going to attack a bit faster, and yeah, she sometimes does that attack as well, where she grabs you. And she's now going to spit 3 things at a time. There you go. Now she's going to hit us, and now she's going to spit. No, not yet. Okay, maybe we won't let her. Yeah, no, so no, I just wait for her to turn around so I can get an extra crit. And there we go. So she didn't get to do the triple spit, but in that second phase she can do like triple spit. So she'll spit 3 or maybe 4 times, I'm not sure. Anyways, this was the fight. And we can now skin her, and we'll uncover a dark secret. No, not really a dark secret, but a memory. The memory of Maki's dad, which we're going to pick up here. Now you'll see me hesitate between taking back the net gun or not, and I actually opt not to, because I know that another fight is coming up, for which I'm going to need the sniper rifle. That's why I keep it. The reason why I really liked the Cleones are worth 25 gold per meat, and they only weigh 100 gram. And you get 3 Cleone meat for every Cleone you catch. So that means that you get 75 gold for just 100 grams. That's 750 gold per kilo. Cleones are the best fish in the entire game in terms of value, the value you get for the weight. There's nothing that comes even close to it. Second best is the shrimps, and we're going to talk about it later. Now, if you want to farm Cleones, the good news is that they always spawn at the same location. So once you get to know where they kind of spawn, it's easy to actually integrate farming them in your fishing rounds. There's 2 different layouts for the blue hole depths, actually. One, which is this one, where you'll have 3 Cleones in the starting area and 1 Cleone at the bottom area. And the other layout is a bit more rare, occurs a bit less, and we'll see in future videos where you can find the Cleones in those configurations. So yeah, I'm gonna get the Rhino Chimeridae here on the right. Because here now we can actually start collecting roe as well, so it's really important we do get them. So now we can finally remove that stake, and we have not forgotten to improve our swimming gear. So we will be able to clear this area and actually move forward to the Sea People village. But first we need to go around this area to clear that second stake. While we're at it, we can get that opal, and actually clearing the stake is going to make that one opal vein a lot easier to access in the future. And I'm dropping a stone on one of those things because why not? Always fun. And bomb! There we go. We finally have access. And here comes the wolf eel. So the last Cleone that I was talking about actually usually spawns on that left area there. But because this level is a little bit different than usual, it actually doesn't spawn this time. But the next times it will. So we are going to fight the wolf eel. Important to note is that we can grab those little anchors to avoid it actually swallowing us whole. But there's actually a little trick I'm going to show you for this fight. The first anchor, you will have to kind of grab it, because it's kind of why we got a tutorial at the beginning. So let's catch an anchor. There we go. We press space to avoid it. Now we are going to go all the way to the bottom left. And this actually allows us to avoid most of the stuff the eel is going to throw at us. We get ready with the sniper rifle. Okay, I know why I kept the sniper rifle after the Cleone fight now. It's because I knew I was going to have to fight the eel. So the eel attacked us from there, but she couldn't touch us. And if we go like all the way here on the top left, we're not going to get any damage. And so we need to shoot the tail. Actually, you can take 2 shots at the tail here before it goes away, if you're fast enough. And then it's going to try and swallow us again, but we're actually too far for the swallowing thing to actually impact us. So we can just take some time and see if there's anything. Oh, there's an upgrade. Well, that's nice. We just wait. And now the eel is going to come here. Just bite in the air. We just wait it out. It's going to come from the right and get away. There we go. So we can either come from the right or from the left. Here we got lucky. It came from the right. But when it comes from the left, you will actually see some rumbling going on in the little door that's just above Dave's head at the moment. Like right where I'm showing with my mouse. So I'm going up here once again, avoiding this attack, making sure. So now there's a bit of a wall collapse. That one I kind of didn't expect, and then suddenly, yeah, he comes from there. So we did take a bit of a hit, but that's okay. And we're ready. Thanks for the sniper rifle, we can actually hit this from really far, and that's the end of it. So having a sniper rifle makes that fight really easy. There's not really any reason to use your ammo on its face at any other time. So I want to make a little bit of room in my inventory, just not to be overburdened. But actually, it's a mistake because this is going to be interrupted right away with the cutscene. But I wanted to get to the sea village faster, and I just was like, let's remove some weight. So we discovered the Sea People village, and we are going to be greeted by some guards who don't like us because we're humans and humans are ugly. And they're right, we're really ugly in the face of sea people anyways. And so yeah, Daddy's super happy, and but he wants us to prove our worth to the village. And of course there's this weird tremors that's going on, and you're gonna have to investigate, but before you investigate, you gotta get good by my people. So that's what we're gonna do. But for now, this is the end of our morning dive. And as you can see, suddenly it's night already. And what's going on? Why is it suddenly night? Well, the reason is actually there's a special event that's gonna happen tonight. So it's really important at the end of that specific day. So we got lots of different shrimps, roes, and we got 13 Cleone meat. But at the end of that specific day, it's really important that you redispatch your team right there. And we got Davina, Carolina, Dre, and El Nino. So there's only a few more people we might want to recruit. But this night, we're not going to be able to run actually a recruiting campaign because Yoshi is going to talk to us about Bancho's story. And while the Bancho story is really interesting, it's not really the topic of this video, so I'm going to spare you that part. And we are going to move on to the next day. So thanks for watching this day 9 episode, and we'll see each other on day 10. Keep having fun, and keep on diving. See you next time.